Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Ascension 17 Silent. Let's focus on building a good deck on the first floor. Second floor, we'll pull it all together. Third floor, we'll get a energy relic ideally and have 4 energy and hopefully be able to pull out a victory. I like these silent. I think the last time we played as a silent, maybe not the last time we played, but the last time we won as a silent, we actually had like a perfect fight against the heart. So even with the silent, we can make a victory happen. Even though I feel like I haven't won as the silent in weeks, let's still give it a shot. Now, upgrade a card, random common relic, 2 random colorless cards, and random boss relic. Random boss relic could be amazing. Let's just take the random common relic. I'm not gonna restart. I really want to, because Dreamcatcher is one of the worst relics in the entire game, I think, but we'll keep pushing through. Why is Niao smoldering? I actually did not pay attention to that. Yeah, Dreamcatcher, it's... I'm not gonna say literally worthless, but it almost might as well be. What the fuck, dude? We're also taking a lot of damage against the first cultist because we got no benefit from Dreamcatcher. And this guy, if you don't have lots of good attacks in your deck, he will frickin' destroy you. You know what? Take no damage turn 1. I'll be honest, maybe I should have just gone for the replace your starter boss relic with another boss relic because that would have been fun. And honestly, if we got a better benefit than virtually nothing at a Dreamcatcher, I would have liked it. It's not literally worthless, but the problem is that you, I don't seem to get much of a benefit from it. You never really want to rest too often. You want to be able to have a strong enough deck that you can actually, played the wrong defend. You want to have enough strength in your deck that you don't have to worry so much about resting as often. God, can we actually kill... I keep drawing 2 attacks when he's not attacking. Please, game. Oh, thank you. But already, this deck is kind of horrible. Let's upgrade a, honestly, the Neutralize for the extended weakness. Poison Stab is also a good choice there. I will remove a basic Strike. Remove a basic Defend next time. I'll gain the gold. I'll rest. We'll use Dreamcatcher once. Give me a Flechettes, and let's fight the boss. No, I'm not gonna abandon run. We will kill him or die trying, which means we're almost certainly gonna die trying. You think it's the best blessing, but sometimes you just get unlucky. Random common relic? I think that the random common relic... The problem is there's some good relics, some great relics, and some relics that are just nearly worthless, and Dreamcatcher is one of those relics that you never want to use it, because if you use it, that means that you've taken damage, and you don't want to take damage on your runs for the most part. Honestly though, I do like Flechettes, so I'm happy with it so far. And I know I'm kind of going a little bit fast on like card selections and such, but I think early on in the run like this, there's really only a certain few number of options available for you. You know, there's a right option in most situations. This is the first card selection where I've got to think about it, and I'm like, what's the best option here? Blade Dance, Concentrate, or Masterful Stab? I'll take a Blade Dance, but I don't really love it. I would like to split a little bit of damage. Out of all the characters, the one who benefits the most from Dreamcatcher is the Silent, since she's the only one who does not have a repair. You know, you're not wrong, but that doesn't make you right. Right in that this is a good relic, because even with the Silent, you would still like to not have to ever take advantage of the Dreamcatcher. You don't want to take damage whenever possible. And really, at a certain point, you don't really want to add too many cards to your deck. You've already added in enough cards. I don't know. We can make it work on occasion. Sure, we'll get Incense Burner, which is actually pretty good. No one said it's a good relic. I suppose. Can only carry one card. In that case, let me hold on to the Poison Stab. Yeah, Incense Burner is a 10 out of 10. Can't kill him. I could draw to take no damage, so let's do it. I should have played the cards a little bit differently, but I think there's like a 50-50 chance he won't even attack next turn. He did attack, but we can just block through it. In fact, never mind, he's dead. I will definitely take a Glass Knife. That is a great card. Actually, hold on. 12 damage, 16 damage. There's a small chance we can get through this. I was gonna just immediately pop the Smoke Bomb, but then I realized we actually had a pretty good turn 1 draw. What's the ideal number of cards for a deck? Asks GT Quark. In general, the answer is, it depends. It depends on the type of deck that you're trying to run. You know, you can... There's achievements in the game that is defeat the game with a 5-card deck or smaller, and you can actually make that work. You can make a 5-card deck or smaller deck work, but the thing is, I think in high-level Ascension mode, probably like a 20 to 30 card deck is maybe not ideal, but more beneficial than having a thinner deck. Could hold on to Reflex, but I don't love it. And I say that because early on you have to be aggressive. You have to add in a lot of cards. Because the basic strikes and defends do not cut it at all. Really small decks can just break the game, but they don't happen often. It also requires you to get a little bit lucky, because you have to be able to... You have to be able to make it work, which means you have to get a lot of card removal. Should have held on to the, no, we want to hold on to Survivors. Like, could hold on to the Shivs, but... Nah. We have our protection this turn, which is nice. Thank you, Incense Burner. I think I don't emphasize card removal enough, says GT Quark. Card removal is very important. You need to add better cards to your deck, and you need to be able to draw them more frequently. So, don't disrespect the card removal. Sometimes you just don't get the option for it, though, which is understandable because you just don't have the money, or you don't hit the right question marks. Which is part of the reason why I feel like it is important to... add cards, because if you're not always going to have the opportunity to remove cards. Reptica says, most of the time I try to go for under 30. I also try to do that, but I'll be honest, I often go more than 30. just because I usually end up finding myself just wanting to add in good cards. And it's like, oh, this is a good card, I want it. Okay, so we have one card that costs 2. I don't think Snecko is what we want. Coffee Dripper does cannibalize the effect of Dreamcatcher, but it does give us 4 energy. Runic Pyramid is a permanent well-laid plans, which I think I actually like the most out of this selection. I don't think that's a very good selection of relics, but Runic Pyramid can take you very far. Now, it does mean that the well-laid plans is worthless, but that's one card we can remove. That's not too bad. We do have to fight elites unless we go a very particular route, so we're going to go that very particular route. I do not want to fight elites on this floor. Another good benefit of Flechettes is that you can hold it and then play it for a whole bunch of damage, but I'm just going to play it right now. Yeah, this is nice. This is good. Well-laid plans we can dump. Let's draw. I will take 1 damage this turn in order to get one of your debuffs down. We're probably going to draw Malaise and Neutralize soon. So there's the Neutralize. Malaise is coming up. I would have loved to have... Oh! Intangibility. Thank you. I was going to say I would love to have the Malaise on this turn because it's his multi-hit, but now we can just play it on this turn if we have the energy for it, which we actually do. So he's doing 12 damage. We kill him? No, not even close. I will take 3 damage. Honestly, this is not a bad fight for us. For having so little energy, we're putting up a good defense here. Man, Flechettes isn't even that good right now, which is super unfortunate. Guess we're just gonna take 12 on that turn. Alright, dump the basic strike. The problem right now with Runic Pyramid is that we have so many basic cards in the deck. Yeah, we keep drawing basic cards and we only have 3 energy, we can't play them. We need to be able to actually play more cards. But we can't. We have too many cards in our deck right now. Should have played Survivor first. In that case, give me a backflip. I'll take 1. Do I have a strategy on when to fight the Burning Elite? For the second floor, I try to avoid elites unless I have Malaise, which we do, or crowd control. And we do not have any crowd control, so if we fight any enemy that's not the Book of Stabbing, we're gonna hate it. And we're also gonna hate the Book of Stabbing because of Runic Pyramid, because the wounds will be stuck in my deck, in my hand. And the second floor elite that is the Slave Master, he also adds wounds to my deck, which means we're gonna get up on wounds, and we'll probably lose just from that. So, with Runic Pyramid, with this character not having good crowd control right now, I'm gonna skip all of the second floor elites. I think they would be suicidal. In general, I like to do the Burning Elite on the first floor if I have a good elite path, or the third floor if I don't. That's basically it for me. Cheese and Bees says Act 3 elites are easiest. We may have had lethal. 1920, we had lethal. I should have just played the Strike Blade Dance. Oops. I think that the Act 1 elites are easiest, but I think the Act 3 elites are easier than the Act 2 elites because the Act 2 elites all scale and they get out of control extremely quickly. Like, really quickly out of control. I will heal. Deadly Poison. I might want to add another one of those. Flechettes and Neutralize would be good. Bullet time would have also been fantastic if we could have found it, but unfortunately we didn't. You're attacking for essentially 0. Give me a neutralize, heal hook. Give me a backflip. I'm not going to play Malaise, because I want to hit him so that maybe the Mystic does a heal. He didn't, but he could have. And that's what we want out of flechettes. We want to be able to flechettes into a lot of damage whenever possible. Just hold on to these skills, draw flechettes. Well, you know, it is what it is. We get basically nothing done on that turn. Give me a neutralize, poison stab, deadly poison strike. And I'm not playing Malaise because I think I have to go hard on the damage. I need the Mystic to stay busy, and I need this guy to die at some point. You're attacking for 1. Honestly, I'd rather not take 1, but I'm just gonna Malaise you. You'll do a buff next turn, and then we can go hard now. Now you'll do a heal. You're not dead, but we can keep applying poison once we keep drawing those cards. Okay, you're still not dead. We don't have a lot of damage in this deck if we don't draw flechettes. We need to upgrade flechettes, we need to add in more flechettes, remove basic strikes. That's basically where we're at right now. I'll take a deadly poison. Poison can work well. And I am going to upgrade flechettes. Even before doing anything else, any resting, we need to upgrade flechettes, we need to upgrade the Malaise as well. I might use Smoke Bomb here. I think I'm gonna use Smoke Bomb. But there's no way I kill these guys before they kill me. They're already doing 30 damage. I have to spend 2 energy to kill him? Nah. Get me out of here. Rested for a second, flechettes. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. We'll upgrade Malaise. Now we can play it for 0. Allows us to get it out of our hands. We could go question mark route, or we could go shop. I'm gonna go question marks. There is a chance we can find a shop. There's also a chance that we can just find events that are good for us. Tingsha. Well, there's the shop. We're gonna buy Waffle. We are going to remove a card. And we're gonna buy Terror, I think. We're gonna remove well-laid plans first, because it is literally worthless. A strike is technically better. And... yeah... second best relic, Tingsha? No. We only have 1 card in our deck that does discard. Unless I can get a whole bunch of calculated gambles, Tingsha is garbage right now. But I'll get Terror. We do physical damage. Also, we are gonna run! We are gonna run our asses off away from this encounter, because if we don't, we will die. We have no crowd control. We have no, I'm trying to think what the name of the card is. Corpse Explosion would be good. If we had Corpse Explosion, I might do the fighting, but we can't. We cannot. I mean, I don't even know if I can kill these guys. Nope. So here we go. We're going to take... I don't even want to run the math on this. We're taking a butt ton of damage. Give me a block. Deadly poison. You're gonna make me vulnerable? Maybe I should have actually killed you. There's the intangibility, thank you. Dump a basic strike. Four, 5, 6, 7. I want to spend 1 energy killing you. It's not discard 3 damage to all enemies, it's a random enemy. It's not as good as you think. And unless you have calculated gamble, you're not gonna do that much damage just by discarding. You really do need to discard like 5 cards to make it worthwhile. I mean, even 5 cards is only 15 damage. It's not that much. Gonna take the key. We don't have a problem with draw. We're gonna rest before the boss fight. We will add in a pre-upgraded flechettes, and all of a sudden, I'm a little bit of a believer. I gotta kill these guys first. Do piercing wail. 10 damage coming in. Backflip defend. Okay, we can survive our sneaky strike next turn, but we can't really apply the terror. I want to apply the terror to the boss as well. So give me a survivor, dump strike, sneaky, poison stab, stab. Flechettes, hopefully next turn will be even better. We're gonna get all of our debuffs this turn. This is 30 damage. We can kill 1 torch head. Like so. Try to not roll over as much damage as possible. I'm gonna make the boss weak because he's gonna do 20, 30 damage next turn. We'll just take 1 damage without having to play any defends. He's gonna summon a torch head. Okay. 1 energy kills this torch head. Now you're doing 20 damage. That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Strike. We have no blocks in this deck, I'm realizing. I spent a lot of time getting and upgrading attacks, and now, you know, we haven't seen any footworks, we have no decks up, we have no good blocks added to the deck, no leg sweeps, no upgraded backflips, no nothing. There's basically no way, I think, that we come out with a victory on this. I mean, I'm blocking for 6 and taking 30. I didn't even have enough block on that turn to live. So bad luck on relics, bad deck, but it is what it is. Let's do it again. Okay. Rare card, take 15 damage. If you can get a corpse explosion, I love this option. Oh man, I'm gonna take a glass knife. I think the early damage is worth it, even though it's not what I wanted. I told you what I wanted. Let's go upgrade path elite. Three damage. Not taking melees. I feel like, here's the thing, again, we're in Ascension 17. I can't just build a deck with the perfect cards. Glass Knife is 16 damage for 1 energy right now, and it's 24 damage if it's upgraded. I have to take it because it is the best block card. Oh, sorry, literally there were 2 block cards in my face. It's the best attack card that we have right now. It's good damage, it's good value. That's why I have to take that card. So it's not because I want to, it's because I think I have to. We will take a footwork, we will take a dramatic. We do need a rest, but we have a campfire coming up very shortly. It's a great card. It's a great card to have in. There's 16 damage. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but good. And just having that little bit of burst damage means that I can kill these enemies more easily than I otherwise would be able to. And hopefully that means that we get better card rewards. We can fight more elites, we can fight more enemies, we can have more HP, etc, etc, etc. So we'll rest, We'll fight the first elite. We do have a ghost and a jar potion. And it's Lagavulin. Lagavulin to me means you wait until you draw footwork. And then I'm just gonna attack. I really do not like this though. What do I not like about it? I don't like that we have no long-term damage. Glass Knife is good, but Glass Knife is not long-term damage. Glass Knife is burst damage, it gets worse over time. And we're gonna run into a damage output problem basically right now. There's still a chance we can kill him, but it's looking like we might lose. We basically have to not get hit again. You know, I can always use the potion, I suppose. Yeah, have to. And then we have to hope we get 2 attacks. Which we did. Glass Knife. Do 0 damage 2 times. Lovely. Snecko Skull. Okay, poison. I will get poison. I will get poison as soon as I am able. Snecko Skull, great relic. Noxious Fumes is what we would want to add into the deck right now. Courier. Cheaper shop prices is fine. I think I am going to go Burning Elite. We can rest before the fight. But I think 40 HP will probably, hopefully, be enough that we can make it out of the fight alive. I will take a Sucker Punch. I feel like the weakness is good, especially if it's Gremlin Knob. I don't know if I would prefer Gremlin Knob or the Sentries. I don't know. And I say that because we do have that dramatic entrance. Oh, man. That was not a good turn to draw all of those defends. Yeah, 29 damage. We can live 1 more hit. Still not dead. It's a guaranteed strike. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna escape plan, strike Survivor, and then we have to draw 2 attacks on this turn to kill him. Whew. Bottled Flame. Give me a Glass Knife, and give me Catalyst. I do want to build into a poison deck, because we benefit from poison with Snecko Skull. A Noxious Fumes is incredible if we can actually grab one. Great turn 1 draw, by the way. You know, we could have killed him with Poison Potion, now that I think about it. Also, I had lethal on that turn, should have run the math, but we were taking no damage, so I felt like it was fine. I might not be able to kill him. I may have screwed it up. I screwed it up! We had lethal! I mean, and I could have killed him with a Poison Potion again, but I want to save it. Because we've got a problem coming up. What's the problem? Boss fight. Dramatic. Glass. Sucker. We've got this Catalyst, but the only poison we have is a Poison Potion. We're not going to split him next turn. Let's get the decks up. We'll draw a lot of blocks in this turn, in all likelihood. Taking 16 damage, not too bad. Oh, there's all my blocks. Been getting a little bit bad luck on the dice rolls, admittedly. I screwed it up. Oh, I'm splitting him at 74. Just end me. I don't deserve to be in this world anymore. I deserve to be thrown out of the Spire, never to be brought back. Alright. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Yoink! Velvet Choker. Now we have 4 energy, and we cannot take shivs. That's the negative, basically. We can't take shivs. I'll be honest, that's pretty good. We're gonna take a lot of damage. I also played that incorrectly, but bad draw, turn 1. I still like having the extra energy, though. We want to add in now expensive cards. I think a backflip is pretty good with draw. We don't want to add in cheap cards anymore. A nightmare actually kind of fits a little bit. On a turn like this, we can fill our deck with strikes and then play them all with a flex potion. You know? Honestly, that wasn't that bad. But yeah, Velvet Choker. We cannot go infinite. We can't play 100 cards every turn, but we have 4 energy, which gives us a nice benefit early, I think. I want to fight this elite. Yes, I'm going to have 3 survivors next turn. Ah, there we go. There's all my survivors. Well, we can get 18 block pretty easily. Now all we need is 10 block. There you go. Nightmare. Such a weird card. I'd rather save this for a Gremlin Knob fight or something. It's such a weird card. It entirely depends on what you draw with it. But if you can draw good stuff with that that Nightmare, you're in a good spot. So we basically traded 1 rest for 2 upgrades, which is more than we would get anyway, so that's pretty useful. Because I played Blur, I'm going to play Plated Armor for 4 block next turn. $14. One of those, not taking any damage, did some damage. This is one of those situations when we would definitely want to have a... just adding cards to dilute the dazes. This is one of those situations when we would love to have some sort of a well-laid plan so we can hold on to cards, and even hold on to, like, triplicated survivors if we can draw them. Or force them into the deck, rather. Should have thought about that, because I did kill him. Yo, this is going to be a good elite fight, I think. As long as we don't get just a terrible draw of dazes, we actually have enough block every turn. Thanks in no small part to Plated Armor and Blur, and having upgraded blocks, that we might take no damage. This is good. This is good. Shouldn't have played it like that because we want to etherealize the days, but that's okay. Okay, we're gonna take 6. Boo! Boo! Boo game! Boo! 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 Boo to you too, game. You're still alive, huh? You're still alive. I hate this fight. It's a nice fight. It's a straightforward fight. It's just long. It's turn after turn after turn of I play 1 card and then discard everything else. Like, especially when you get 3 dazes in Ascension 18. It's turn after turn after turn of not being able to play anything, and then you die because you just have a hand of dazes time after time. We took 6 damage. It was not that bad. Eviscerate. I was kind of hoping it would hit Eviscerate. We can make Eviscerate playable. It's not easy, but with 4 energy, we can make it happen. We have Survivor. We have Dagger Throw. Remove a card. I will remove a card. I will remove a basic strike, because those have got to go. Sundial, huh? I'd rather take the key. Now what do? Do we fight the Burning Elite? There's one campfire before it. Or we could fight two elites on the right path that are not burning. Honestly, give me the Burning Elite. I'd rather fight an early Gremlin Knob as well, so this is not too bad. We need to be able to play that Eviscerate, though, in high-value attacks. I could Nightmare the Strike. I'm actually going to, because otherwise I feel like I'm not going to have a lot of attacks next turn. He's 2 strength up, but now we have a bunch of strikes. And we're not going to die, I don't think. Nope. We actually didn't take too much damage. Art of War, though, is not what we want. Infinite Blades is not what we want. Deflect for free block is fine. Phantasmal upgraded is fine, but I'm not going to have time to upgrade it because we have to rest at the next campfire. I don't like Phantasmal. It's going to take the free deflect. Yeah, it's a free card, but it's a good card. If we can get well-laid plans, we can hold on to it for as long as we need. Remove Eviscerate. Probably not what we want. What the hell do you do here? Nightmare Neutralize? I also do need to upgrade Nightmare. 3 energy is too much, even with 4 energy in our hand. You can only play 6 cards per turn. Okay, so Nightmare Neutralize was not that good. Get the curse out of here. Now we're vulnerable. He's still weak, though. And we do have these neutralizes in the deck now, which is nice. 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got to start counting my cards is the thing. 1, 2. I will take a Crippling Cloud. Finally, we've been able to add in an expensive card. It's a dream come true. Also, this is the other Slaver. Hello, friend. 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the red one, now we got the blue one. That's not too bad. Luckily, the weakness meant that we took no damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna take these. We gotta be a little bit more careful about what kind of cards we add into the deck. I don't feel like adding in free attacks or shivs is what we want. Two, 3, 4, 5. We don't have the benefit of a plated armor on this one, so we're just gonna have to take the damage and hope that we can get some kills soon. Ah, Eviscerate doesn't do it because you healed. That's right. Do I take 2? I think I'd take 2 to get this sentry killed at some point. You're afraid of Velvet Choker because you keep forgetting the limit. That's why I kind of do feel like counting my cards. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. Being like, okay, that was 1, 2, 3. On this turn, what are we playing? 1, 2. And just like constantly counting cards. It does also mean that cards like Adrenaline are less useful, unless you have X-cost cards, things that you can play for 1 card. Because Adrenaline is 1 for the Adrenaline, and then if you upgrade it, it's 2 extra energy, which could be 2, 3 extra cards being played. That's half of your play with Velvet Choker. Hey, the French fry guy! Thank you for the resub. 10 months. How are you doing? Welcome back. I'm thinking, like, Eviscerate's not a kill. You know what? Eviscerate Neutralize is. Barely. It's not worth playing Blur. I still will, but we would have to draw a second Blur in order to roll the block over. I don't think Calipers would be a good choice for us right now, but it would incentivize playing a lot of blocks at times. I should have just played Eviscerate. That's incredibly dumb. It didn't cost us, but it probably should have. So this has been... We took like 20 damage on this elite fight. Granted, it is a non-Ascension 18 elite fight, but it is still tough, and it was still pretty good for us. Skewer. Skewer's perfect. We can play it as our 6th card with any remaining energy we have. That's kind of exactly what I wanted. And because we're fighting Hexaghost, I will upgrade. I will upgrade the... You know what? The Skewer was already upgraded. I'm thinking Nightmare? But a better Neutralize would be nice. Crippling Cloud for the next floor is really good. It's also a lot of damage on this fight. Well, I'll take Crippling Cloud. With 4 energy, we're almost always going to be playing it. So right now, Skewer is my best attack. What do we want? Chemical X. Chemical X Skewer, and then you Nightmare the Skewer, and then you have 4 of them. That would be wonderful. Okay, Hexaghost, we gotta kill you quickly. We do have a good discard synergy for dealing with burns. But I'm also like, well, we could just not worry about the burns and just go for damage. But, you know, let's try to take no damage for as long as possible, or low damage. That's a bad turn. Probably should have played Gambler's Brew just to draw better cards. Yeah, I think he's gonna get around to his big attack. Which is gonna happen right now. No weakness, but we'll backflip, get rid of the burn, blur, defend. We're not gonna die. But now all of the burns are burn pluses. Here's hoping we can discard through the burns. I'm gonna play Skewer for 1 so I can roll over block. I know he's gonna do a big attack this turn. And I'm kinda glad I did it, because now I can hit him with a 3 energy Skewer. You know, there's a chance. Oh, we're dead. No, there's a chance. We've done it. Thank you, Potion. Okay, Glass Knife, Wraith Form, Storm of Steel. I think you gotta go Glass Knife, it's 24 damage. And then, do you go 5 energy or Black Star? We need to rest because we don't have like an outstanding deck yet. I don't want 5 energy. We can't really play 5 energy, not with Velvet Choker. I'm gonna take Black Star, even though we're probably not going to be... we're probably not going to be fighting many elites, but for the elites we do fight, we'll get 2 relics from them. That's basically as good as I can get. I don't love it. But we have to find some way of upgrading cards, and we have to find some way of... getting more relics. This Skewer is already just fantastic. It is doing a good job. Masterful Stab for 0 is interesting, but we're probably going to take damage on fights. We have no good blocks. None of the blocks are upgraded except for a Defend and a Survivor. The only weakness we have is Crippling Cloud Neutralize, which is expensive. Deflect is not what we're looking for. Acrobatics could help you draw better stuff, but it's expensive. We can't Acrobatics Bullet Time because of Velvet Choker. I'm gonna take Masterful Stab. I don't love it, but let's do it anyways. And now I think we have to start upgrading blocks to make them better. Even before Nightmare. We have to be able to block more on turns. If we Nightmare Masterful Stab, I think it's gonna cost 2 next turn. But what else are we going to do? Put up 5 block? We might as well give it a shot and see what happens. If we're lucky, they'll cost 0, but I think they're gonna cost 2. They cost 0. Oh, thank you. That's weird, but, you know, I'm happy to see it. Should have played it differently because we had the skewer. Alright, we took 17 damage? That's not that good. Poison Stab, Sucker Punch, Backflip. Sucker Punch for the weakness is nice. Poison Stab for extra poison damage is also good, though. We don't have any... You know, we do have another poison card, Crippling Cloud. I'm gonna take a Poison Stab. Yonk and Yonk, it's gonna do 9 damage. This will do another 8. This will actually knock him down. No, because it costs 4. We haven't upgraded Eviscerate yet. Well... I'll take the skill potion. Give me a free... What would we Nightmare next turn? Poison Stab? Give me a free Storm of Steel. Then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to Nightmare Poison Stab, then play Poison Stab, Storm of Steel. Then we have 3 more cards to play, which is exactly enough to knock him down. And then we can always potion him to kill him if we need to. He's not attacking. 2 energy kills him. Hit. Kill. This is not too bad. Block, I go to 18 block, means that we have perfect block for this turn. I think we should. Masterful Stab I think is worth it, especially because it'll keep costing 0. Make him weak. You know... Yeah. Just kill him. I'd rather not take 6 damage. We were doing pretty well on the fight, though, but I'd still rather not take 6 damage. Okay, 450 gold. Let's hope that we can get good stuff. I think a Noxious and a Leg Sweep are good. They're not upgraded, but Progressive Poison is nice. Good block and weakness is nice. We can remove a basic Strike, I think. I don't think we need another Poison Stab or Finisher. I think a Bandage could be nice to add in. Let's take a Bandage. If we can play it and heal off of it, I would like to. Now, will we fight an Elite? I'd rather not, even if it means we have to hit up another shot. I think I'd rather just do a Smith. We'll see if we can get some Bandage ups in the future being played. Right now, though... Oh, you know, Eviscerate doesn't make it cheaper. It makes it just do more damage. Eviscerate might just never be playable unless we draw it with specific cards. Let's take a upgrade on the Leg Sweep. We need better blocks. So, again, we're not upgrading Nightmare, but I think that still might be the best bet for us. No Noxious. You are dead. Dude, that's the power of an upgraded glass knife in the deck. You are super dead. Might as well purge too. You have a lot of HP though. This might be a good situation in order to just kind of delay and wait for like a Noxious and Poison to kill him. So I think we will play Noxious. Even if that means we take damage on this turn, we'll just play a Bandage Up. We'll play Masterful Stab, we'll play Leg Sweep. Now any weakness will actually be able to be applied. He's going to be slowly poisoned. Might have actually been able to kill him with that skewer. I didn't even think about it. This will do 40 damage. It'll do 9 damage directly, which is not nearly enough. Still not dead, which means we're going to take 22. He is dead this turn, but... yeah, I mean, we took 30 damage on that fight, essentially. Burst doesn't really work with Velvet Choker, but if we have good cards to burst, it's still worth it. I like the Strawberry. We need the healing. We need weakness. Wow, we're dead! We're straight up dead. Man, like, it's not like we have not added in any blocks to the deck. We just got the worst draw I've ever seen. Okay, more... silent. Silent, silent, silent. Why are you such a pain in the butt lately? I feel like, I don't know if it's bad play or bad luck, but this silent has just been a nightmare to play with. Get it, Nightmare? We just had Nightmare. Boss Relic, Rare Relic, Common Relic card. There's no early shop, so we can't remove a curse, so I don't want to take the Rare Relic. Common Relic could be garbage. White Bee Statue. You know what? I think I say something along the same line every time, but I kind of like it. A random potion every combat means we can stack up potions for the elite fights. We can use them a little bit more freely. We just, you know, we need to get through the first couple of combats, and then we can get a potion. Don't block for 9. You know what? You're still dead, even though you did what I told you not to do. Sneaky Flying Knee Dagger Throw. I think a Dagger Throw for draw discard is nice. It's also just a 1.5 times damage strike, which I like. And honestly, that's not a bad turn 1. We are going to be made weak, which means we're doing 4 damage with a basic strike, but all we needed to do on this turn was draw a Dagger Throw, and then we could have killed the left louse in 1 shot. Instead, it took 2. But you're still dead. Still taking no damage. Actually, did we take damage on the previous fight? I can't remember. Find a relic. Find a relic. Please. Happy Flower. You know, extra energy every 3 turns. It's 1/3 of a boss relic. That makes it pretty good. I am going to use Fear Potion, I think. We just drew so poorly early. We have to make up time, and I think the vulnerability lets us make up the time, basically. Because we can kill him on this turn now. We get a Swift Potion. Glass Knife is definitely what we want. Please let me... oh! Yes, 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 yes. We can go to the shop and remove pain after we fight the elite, but Warp Tongs is incredible. He's 2 strength up, but that's not that bad for Lagavulin. He only does single large hits. So dump pain, hit you with the neutralize, hit you with the glass knife. I think this is not a bad fight for us, and I will use the weakness potion as well. Yoink. It's a little bit of a waste on this turn, but actually no, it saved us 1, I think. Dude, dagger throw pain. Thank you. As long as we live through this, we're gonna have a nice advantage on future fights thanks to this warped tongs. It's a really, really good relic. 4 energy. It's gonna hit you. Take 2 damage. Oh, perfect draw on the pain. Not bad. And question card, I actually like this early because if we get the busted crown boss relic, it is a no-brainer take with question card. Wraith form after image noxious. I think block is probably going to be more worth it, but progressive damage being dealt, artifact removal is also really nice. I'm going to take a noxious. No combat. It is combat, so we have to do this combat before we can kill the, or before we can deal with the pain. That's okay. I'm gonna dump pain, defend. Because we already had the basic defend. And also, honestly, I probably should have attacked the cultist. We gotta kill the cultist super frickin' quickly. I know I'm still attacking the slime, but two attacks kills him now, and then we can focus on the cultist. I did this poorly though. I did this in the wrong order. Man, the cultist is gonna get out of control. Yeah. We're gonna take 8. No, don't do this to me. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're gonna live. Are we? Yes, we're still gonna live. Please. Okay. A horrible, 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 horrible job. But we lived. I'm gonna take a deadly poison. We have to go to the shop, and we have to remove pain. I could have gone to this campfire and healed first, and honestly, that probably would have been better, because I could have just gone to this shop. Yeah. But we have to remove pain. We don't have enough gold for anything. I'll add a Bane, because of the fact that we have Noxious. Take the Sapphire Key, and then we have to not take damage. We do have the Ancient Potion. We can choose not to become vulnerable when we kill one of the fungi beasts, but this is so dangerous. Okay, we're gonna take 1 damage. You're dead this turn. You are attacking, so either I need to kill you this turn or put up enough block. You're gonna die. Whew. That was scary. Dun 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 dun. Deflect, Cloak and Dagger, Accuracy, Setup. Accuracy is not a good choice. We have no shivs. We're kind of building a little bit of a poison deck with a glass knife thrown in. Deflect for free block is nice. We want to add in backflips after this. Cloak and Dagger is block and attack in one. I'm gonna take the deflect. I'm still kind of hoping I can find a way to put a well-laid plans into this deck. Even though we definitely do not have the option to add one right now. 6 and vulnerability. If we can't kill you this turn, I'll probably play Ancient Potion. We'll play the Noxious. It's not upgraded, but it's still a pretty good card to have. I'm gonna take 9 damage to kill him, because he's dead next turn. We're not getting out of these fights as cleanly as I would like, but we can't just... assume that we're going to take no damage every fight. We're going to take damage in some of these fights. It's going to happen. But we're fighting Hexaghost. Ideally, we don't get hit here. Bag of Prep is fine. Hey, we have our starting relic again. Go figure. We're going to upgrade Noxious so that when we play it, it's out forever. And then we're going to apply as much poison as we can to this guy. I think we're going to win, honestly, just because we got Noxious out so early. I hate this draw. So I might want to gamble some better blocks, hopefully. Get rid of Bane. This is fine. We take 1 damage. Okay, no blocks, but we're only taking 6. He's at 15 poison already, and that's just gonna stack up more and more as time goes on. Now we are taking a lot of damage this turn as well, but you know, he's at 24 poison. This is gonna keep stacking up as time goes on, and we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Told you. 33 poison. He's dead. Just don't die to burns. Okay. Easy fight. Relics. Decent cards. I'm actually pretty happy with what we have. We have kind of a tight poison damage, and energy card selection here. It's pretty sweet. You definitely take Corpse Explosion for crowd control. You definitely do not take Hovering Kite, but do you take Velvet Choker? Or do you take Orrery and you look for cards? None of them are going to be upgraded, which sucks. Kite sucks. Cool Cat Kest, you've never seen Slay the Spire before, but it looks tight. This is a very good game. I've been enjoying the crap out of it. We don't play Shivs. The Velvet Choker could work. I do worry about not being able to combo on the Heart Fight, but I still think you go for it for the energy. Kite is just suicidal. Now, we have crowd control. We could do the elites on this floor, but I still am going to bounce and choose not to, because I don't think we have a good enough deck for it. I think that the elites would probably get the better of us. We don't have a melee, so the Book of Stabbing is not what we want to be fighting. The Poison Corpse Explosion is pretty good against the Slavers, but we don't have good blocks yet. In fact, none of our blocks are upgraded, and we haven't added any except for a basic deflect. We don't have leg sweep, we don't have block potions, although we could get block potions, so what do I know? But we'll start with the middle path and see what happens. Two, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna take like 2 damage. No taking elites equals pussy. No taking elites is playing the odds. There we go. Corpse Explosion makes these guys so much easier to kill. And Bouncing Flask is expensive, but it could be worth it to apply the poison. We have a few deadly poisons though. Do we really need a Bouncing Flask? Not really. I don't know what to add in. Like, we'd really want to upgrade a Bouncing Flask to make it apply more poison than Deadly Poison. 2 Deadly Poisons is 14 poison versus the 12 from Bouncing Flask when upgraded, but it's fewer cards, but we can't play infinite cards, but just give me a skip here. Sucker Punch is also interesting, but I'd rather have different ways of applying the weakness. We don't really do physical damage in this deck, ideally. We're gonna remove a strike. Upgrades a deadly poison. Good enough. I can knock a bird down if we draw an attack. Otherwise, we're just gonna apply poison and then wait for corpse explosion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we draw a corpse explosion, this bird is killing his friends. He's done it. That's about as good as we can get it. Dagger spray, huh? We don't need crowd control. Why am I even thinking about it? We have corpse explosion. All we need to do is draw corpse explosion and then we win. So I actually think we take nothing here. Even a poison stab. We have skills that apply poison. We don't need an attack. You! Ho 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 ho. You! Snake plant. Hate you. 2, 3, 4. He's got a lot of poison on him, but we need blocks. I will use 1 block potion. Not both. We'll just use 1, because he is dead now. Wasn't a horrible fight against Snake Plant. He did kill us last time, so, you know, you gotta admit it's not that bad. Calculated gamble. I don't like it because of the fact that we have Velvet Choker, so I'm probably just gonna say no on it. I'm gonna fight him. All we need is, like, I want his relic, basically, but all we need is a corpse explosion. We can kill them all. There you go. So we're gonna attack probably Romeo first. Bear puts up block on himself after the next turn. Romeo will be able to die sooner, I think. And we have Glass Knife, so this is a pretty good turn to just start going immediately. We could kill Pointy and he would not kill his friends, but I think you just want to go on Romeo first. 4, 5, 6. We can do 11 damage to him. Yeah. Easy. We get his relic, Red Mask. I don't think we need the Ancient Potion. I think I'd rather have Gambler's Brew for upcoming fights. Cloak and Dagger we can't play. It's 3 cards for 1 card, thanks to Velvet Choker, so we just have to pass on it. Romeo must die, exactly. Here, what do you upgrade? We could go for blocks, we could go for Corpse Explosion for more damage, Glass Knife for more guaranteed damage. I'm gonna go with the Corpse Explosion because it's a card we're always gonna be playing when we draw it. Then, I think we skip the shop, we don't have a lot of money. Let's go left path up here to the boss fight. Well, let's hit the question mark, see what happens. Remove a card, okay? I don't want to fight 2 elites. How many decks play more than 6 cards a turn? Many of them, actually. Choker is one of the worst energy relics. Not sure why you like it so much. Did I say I liked it? I said it's probably the best out of the option. It's an energy relic, but I don't love it. Especially with the Silent, because the Silent plays a lot of shivs and can combo nicely, but it is an energy relic, and I want the energy more than anything else. Should have kept the Artifact Potion. You were already weak. I will take 2 damage. Picking it up 2 times looks like Choker is my lover. You. Nah, I do think it is the best in this situation. So we're gonna take 12, 14 damage. What would I be looking for? Backflip, noxious, deadly poison. I think I might just play the block potion because I know I'm going to take damage on this turn. We're going to take more damage, but we're not going to be... Oh no, we're still vulnerable for 2 turns. You know what? Ascension level 17 makes him make you vulnerable for longer. Ooh, scary! 3, 4, 5... oh, excuse me. 2, 3, 4, 5... Alright, we took a little bit of damage early. That's not too bad, though, honestly. Even taking 10 damage against these guys when we don't have a lot of good early blocks, it's not too bad. Riddle with holes, 20 damage. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna take a dodge and roll. Upgraded, if we can add in Dex, this is great block. Do we fight elites? Do we fight elites? I don't think we can. I think that we would die. The Book of Stabbing, you know, we don't have a malaise to deal with him. We only have 1 neutralize. He's going to get out of control far too quickly. We don't have good blocks. We are pretty good at the other elites with Corpse Explosion, but I still don't think we want it. Molten Egg. Considering I'm not adding many attacks, I think Molten Egg is not that good. Also, considering that most of our cards added in are already going to be upgraded thanks to Warp Tongs, it's not that good, but it's something. It's something. Free backflip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knock it off, disposable account. 7 block or 4 block. I think it just go deflect. We can play everything but dodge and roll. Yeah, I'll take 3 damage. He might be dead next turn. Get good draw, he is dead. Oh, that's the best draw. Power Potion. Probably better than energy. We have 4 and 5 energy on turns pretty frequently. Ah! Well-laid plans. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So now hopefully we find upgrades. We find a shop, which is bad. Well, not bad, but it's not what we want. We don't need potions. I wish I could have... again, Adrenaline isn't that good with Velvet Choker, but let's save our money. The weakness is nice, but... the weaknesses are real nice. Fine. We need weakness, I'll add it in. The next non-boss chest is empty. Well, luckily we already picked up the key, so that doesn't screw us. I don't even know if it would screw you if you hadn't picked up the key yet, but luckily we have, so I guess it'll all be okay. That's a weird one, though. We lose 1 relic. Nah. Yo, they're still not attacking. Poison is so nice against the Mystic here. Gets bodied by it pretty easily. Can we kill him? 14, 21, 25, 31 plus 14 is 45 damage, huh? Well, I suppose we should use a potion if we can't kill you. And we'll dump those 2 and hope for 1 more attack or 2 blocks. Good enough. Maybe he was on lethal? I don't think he was, but maybe he actually was and I just misread the numbers. You've never had a good time on the face trading event. Yeah, it's not the best, is it? With well-laid plans, Piercing Wail's pretty good. Cultist chosen. Well, we know who we're killing first. Let's use a Gambler's Brew. We have a lot of defense on this turn that we do not need. Still think that was worth it. All we need to do is, well, I mean, I say all we need to do like it's the be-all end-all, but we would really like to be able to draw Corpse Explosion as quickly as possible. We didn't draw it. Will we kill him? For 1 energy, why not? Then we can put up blocks. I discarded a block, didn't I? God, that was dumb. Okay, you know what? That's fine, that's fine. I don't know why I discarded a block. I knew I was gonna play it. Wow, you just suck, don't you? We will have to rest before the boss fight. Dude, this Chosen is just wrecking me. Honestly, he's wrecking me because of bad draws. I mean, we drew no blocks on his big turn. And that's not his big turn, that's one of his big turns, really. Sneaky, Dagger, Reflex, Deflect. Because of well-laid plans, another Deflect is not that bad. We would really like to upgrade well-laid plans, but unfortunately we have to rest. 35 HP is not that much, but we will use a Power Potion here. This is horrible. We're not going to play it, but I will add a Wraith form to the deck. It can save our life if he's doing a Hyper Beam, and then we can just stack up the poison, but that is not good draw. That was pretty bad luck. Wow, okay. I mean, the bad luck continues, basically. You stole Corpse Explosion, and you're gonna steal nothing, because you were not attacking that turn. Good lord. Okay, Piercing Wail saves us a lot of nonsense. We'll keep holding on to Wraith form. We can only hold 1 card because of when we played well-laid plans, but Wraith form, we're probably just gonna play it when he does his Hyper Beam next turn. Corpse Explosion. Which is not when you want to play it, you want to save it for as long as possible. If we draw a good block, maybe the Speed Potion. 20... 33 block. We can get 55 HP. Okay, well. Let's hope that's enough. Definitely not Brazilian. Hello, welcome. I didn't get the sound effect of him hitting me, which is weird. So he's gonna hit us on the next turn. He only has 11 poison. I'm pretty sure we're dead. How come we had 3 turns of intangibility? It must have gotten upgraded when I wasn't looking at it. I just gotta try to put as much poison on him as possible, really. We're gonna lose so much dex that the Speed Potion might keep us alive next turn, but we have to kill him before his Hyper Beam. Man, that's not good draw coming up. We've had horrible draw. We've been drawing blocks on his no turns and then attacks on his block turns. So we have to play Speed Potion. Or do we? We can get enough block. He's only doing 30 damage. Backflip Survivor does it. These are worthless cards now. So we're alive. We'll keep stacking up the poison. I think he is dead and we don't have to play the Speed Potion. God, that was scary. Okay, we're at least gonna make it to the 3rd act. Finally, after like 6 run attempts. Good God. We'll definitely take a malaise. We will definitely take a black star. We have to fight the burning elite, I think? No, that's green, isn't it? I still think you take black star. We do not want runic dome. We do not want 3 curses, and we do not really care that much about elites, but we might have to fight them anyways. I mean, there is an elite. We have to fight the elite on the next floor. Floor 4. Act 4. It's not actually a floor because a floor is 34. 34, 4, 4, 4, 4, boop, 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 boop. Take black star. There is an elite free path. Do we want an elite free path? I mean, if we had a catalyst, I would say fight every elite. Without having a catalyst, maybe we can fight this one and then see how it goes. Yeah, I like the options of this path. We'll hit this campfire and from there decide where to go. Now, corpse explosion is a big one, if we can get it. Should have attacked you because of corpse explosion. I read the chat, Argent. I just don't want the bell. The bell is not a good call here. Why would I want 3 curses added to my deck for 3 possibly useless relics? I respond to chat when chat has things I need to respond to. I don't like this turn. Still take 3 damage. You know what? You know what? We could have killed him if we had used the poison potion, but he would have lived anyways because of his block, so we're just gonna be taking a little bit of damage here. I don't love it, but yeah, I don't know why. Twitch chat has just been really rude today. Very unruly. That's why I'm not talking to Twitch chat right now. You guys are rude. I'm gonna start banning people for being so rude. We got this Swift Potion back, so that's pretty nice. Dash. I like it because it's expensive and we have 4 energy, but do we need it? You know, I'm gonna take it. Definitely not Brazilian. You have been a good guy, but you've also only been here for like 3 minutes. You haven't had a chance yet to disappoint me. Okay, 3 shapes. Not as bad as 4 shapes. This is a good piercing whale turn. They were already weak, but I think it's still worthwhile. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 block. I guess we should have played deflect, because then we could have played another attack, yeah. And only the exploder's attacking this turn, which is pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Even though he's not exploding with corpse explosion, it's still worth it to kill him. Man, I just hate not drawing the block on the turn that we need the block. You are dead. You are weak. We're only taking 6 damage. Noxious. Deadly. Go ahead and hit my block. I don't care. I mean, here's the thing, Twitch chat. I like having a nice friendly stream and a nice friendly chat. I have no problem timing out people if they're being rude. So, you know, wise up a little bit. Leg sweep. We need weakness application, and it's good block. Although once we play Malaise, the enemies tend to be weak for a long time, but I think it's still what we want. Although, with well-laid plans, we can hold the blur and play it on a turn to stack up block. We're fighting Donu Deka. We're not going to be able to stack up block. I'm going to go leg sweep. We get a curse. Now I'm definitely glad we didn't take the bell. We would have 4 curses and no way to get rid of them. Well, no, we can... Oh, you know what? Get rid of 1 at least. As much as I would like to buy relics, we just can't afford it. We're not going to be able to afford anything else in the entire run, essentially. Duplicate a card. Let's duplicate the Malaise. You know, I'm going to upgrade and dodge elites, and I'm going to do this for one simple reason. I like the deck. I like the poison block focus that we've got here. I like our chances. So I kind of feel like dodging, hitting the campfires, hit Donu and Deka, and just see if we can't win. Now, it does mean we're getting no value out of Black Star, so I'm going to fight an elite. I immediately changed my mind. I am possibly gonna regret it, but hopefully not. Nine block is not that bad. Dude, a corpse explosion would be amazing if we could add it into the deck. Also, this turn is garbage. But now we can hold on to blocks. We have to kill him, and we're not going to be able to kill him. We just don't do that much damage. We don't do that much physical damage. The poison's going way too slowly because we're not drawing the poison cards. And now he's doing 40 damage. Yeah. I think we lost it by fighting the elite. Which is, it just sucks, dude. Like, I should have banked on my instincts and just avoided it. I should have. We can go one more turn. He's at 30 poison, but we have to put up 40, 50, 60 blocks soon. Every turn. 8. It's 21 block. That's 34 damage. Piercing Wail might not save us 4. Let's see how much it saves us. It saves us 4. Okay, so we have to play Speed Potion to live. Which means we're dead. Okay, well, try it again. Should have gone with the same plan and skipped all elites. Well, in hindsight, yes, if you fight the one elite that totally wrecks you because you don't apply the damage that quickly, and you have to kill him quickly, yeah, I would have fucking chosen a different path. I understand. But whatever. It is what it is. Should have dodged the elites, but... What was it? I said like 4, 5 runs ago. Runs as in like... hour-and-a-half long attempts, not individual runs. I'm not going to take Black Star anymore. I'm not actually going to try to make it work because I tend to die if I'm having a weak run and I take a Black Star because there's no other good boss relic. And what happened? Well, we died because we took Black Star as our boss relic and we tried to make it work. Can't do it. Not on every run. Not on most runs, I think. Well, not on most runs, Ascension 17. Pooh.